Welcome back to the Honeywave Media Studio. This is the Sioux City Show podcast. My name is Taylor Grote. I'm hosting this thing. In the studio with me today, I have Josh Van Beek. Josh, go ahead and tell us about Hood Dreamz Car Club, what you're here to talk about.
Basically, what we're talking about, what we want to get out there is just the car movement for Sioux City. And what we're trying to do is to bring it back. You know, I know a lot of people remember the Cruise the Loop back in the 60s, 70s, you know, and the whole vibe that was, that's what we've tried to bring back. And just the culture itself, just to get everybody together and just for the love of cars. That's basically the movement, if you would say about what we're trying to do.
Awesome. So what loop are you talking about, cruising downtown here?
Yeah.
Okay, because even when I was in high school, it was, you know, the Morningside Avenue loop was pretty much, you know, the days before smartphones and Facebook to let everybody know where you were at. You just kind of had to go up to Morningside Avenue and see who's all out that night.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, my parents tell me about, you know, down Pierce up Nebraska and everybody just hanging out and having a good time, you know, and that's really what we've been trying to do is just get it back because, there's car shows and stuff in Sioux City, but there's not a car culture from what I see. I mean, I like everybody with any type of car to learn from them, and they could learn from me or my friends or anything like that.
Yeah, I know growing up here and like being into car culture, it was just so disappointing to be in Sioux City, and you know, you might see the one car on 26s, you know, in the early 2000s and shit. And then just being like so disappointed. And then I'd go to, you know, say Houston or something like that. And every other car down there, if you get into the right neighborhood, is all just beautiful. So what's the like main cars that your car club is? Because I know that like each car club has kind of cars that they're certain towards or they lean towards.
Well, see, with us, it's like anything. Everybody's welcome. I mean, I like bringing the diversity of having people like there's a girl in our car club that has a bulletproof Audi and a Lexus, and I have a lowrider, and you know my friend has a car on big wheels. There's a Corvette. There's a Cutlass. It's just all different diversities of kind of stuff, but it's just the friendship of everybody coming together, what they enjoy. Yeah. You know, and like we had a guy that had a rat rod. You know, it's all different kind of stuff. You know, from new to old, and it's basically if we can, you know, vibe together and we could ride together. Basically, you know, that's basically the motto I've tried to look at it.
Yeah. So what's your ideal cars? What are you into?
My cars, I like low riders. Okay. I like cars sitting low, and I like crazy paint and murals and stuff like that. That's my thing. I have one of those, and I also have a car on big wheels. You know, like just all original type of car. But my main thing is just cars sitting low to the ground.
So is your car, is your lowrider, is that like a 60s or? It's
a 79 Cutlass.
79 Cutlass. Wasn't that what they call it, a G-body?
G-body, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those. I like, do you have Dayton's then if it's a lowrider?
There's one of us that have a pair of Daytons on their cars, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah, Daytons are cool. Yeah, them are definitely cool. And there's another guy that has some pretty cool wheels on his Cutlass too. And yeah, some Zeniths, I believe what they're called.
It's only a matter of time before I get me a 65 C10 and get some Detroit steel wheels on there. But everything until that, the coronavirus threw a real wrench in those plans.
It did. Yeah. For a lot of people it did. And it either went where people were selling them because they were off work, or it was people were just not selling them. You know, it was just.
Yeah, I made a tweet about this during the pandemic that those stimulus checks were no joke. There was like 3 people in my neighborhood that, you know, 2 months into the coronavirus suddenly have a 96 Impala SS sitting in their driveway. And I'm going, how the hell did that happen? No, I know this dude hasn't been to work in months.
Yeah, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a way to make it happen, but I mean, everybody has their own thing.
So you guys have a car show coming up, right?
Yeah, April 25th at the Tyson Center.
Okay, it's going to be big then if it's at the Tyson Center?
Yeah, that's the plan. We've been getting a lot of calls from a lot of out-of-town people, and, you know, it's getting a lot of notice.
Yeah, so. I know, I was probably joining the ranks of Texas and South Dakota now where we're opening back up to a point that a lot of states aren't, so I'm sure there's a lot of people in the, you know, Illinois that are trying to get the hell out of Illinois for a weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think a big thing is it's the first car show of the year, you know, and we've aimed to make it as big as possible to to talk to and move around to people. Like I went to Las Vegas a couple weekends ago. I was putting flyers up in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, it was, and you know, we got calls from all over the country, people that are coming, and it's just, we put in a lot of footwork to make this happen.
Is the car show geared towards any specific type of car, or?
Well, that's what makes us different besides everybody. Me and my friend Trayvon, we started this last summer with like $400, just us and our buddies hanging out. And then everybody just showed up because it was, you know, versus the pandemic and everybody just wanted to get out of the house. Mm-hmm. So we did it at Riverside Park a couple times and it just blew up. And it was, but our big thing is you could have from a rat rod to a motorcycle to a lowrider to a big wheels to a Harley to a Jeep, whatever it is, everything's welcome. Mm-hmm. That's what kind of sets us aside by, you know, normal car shows where it's just all muscle cars or old cars or new cars, you know what I mean? And like we have a bunch of imports coming too, you know, and it's just, that's what we really aim towards. Is like everybody's welcome, because I want to learn from the guy that's building the rat rod as much as he wants to learn from me about my car.
Yeah.
And that's what we went with from generation, from 60 years old to 20 years old. You know, we got a friend, Alex, that he has like 4 or 5 different cars.
Yeah.
Well, he knows those cars. He's 20 years old. Well, we got another friend that's like 60 that knows rat rods. So when they get together, you know, the possibilities are endless with that.
Right.
You know?
Right. So what got you into cars? You know, you said you got a lowrider and what I assume is a donk. Is it 80s?
No, it's not a donk. It's a 77 Bonneville. It's just a car on big wheels.
Okay.
We do have a donk in our crew. There's a guy named Jack that has a 74 Caprice. That's a donk. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's so what got you into cars like that?
You know, when I was like 15, my dad had a Ford, I forget what it's called, an old Ford truck. And I just fell in love with that. And then ever since then, it was always Cutlasses for me. You know, yeah. I seen a car going down Dakota Avenue one time with hydraulics, and that's what did it for me. That I was hooked right after that. And we've had tons of cars through our lives, you know what I mean? But it always stuck with me for the Cutlasses, you know what I mean? And, you know, like my friend Trayvon, his is just Caprice. He just lives and breathes Caprice.
I got a soft spot for Cadillacs.
We have a friend with the Cadillac, too, and they're beautiful cars, cars. I love Cadillacs.
Yep. I'd like a 64 Series 62 or something like that, or a 69 Eldorado. Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. I had a 71 Eldorado.
Oh,
drop
nice.
top. Yeah,
still that
yellow.
Super long body.
Yep, all yellow, banana yellow, perfect. Yeah,
longer than a brand new Tahoe,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my grandpa's got a 66 GTX, and it's
nice.
It's a coupe, but it's longer than a brand new Suburban. It's wild.
Yeah, I love them big old boats. Reminds me like that Goodfellas movie and stuff like that. When they had them big old boats. Yeah. Yeah, them are super cool. But yeah, that's what really got me into cars. And then just like last year, we really come up with the idea of a car show. Me and my friend Trayvon, we were just, you know, bumping heads one day and we just said, hey, let's put some money together and let's do it. And we spent hours and days. We went to Kansas City, Oklahoma, all over passing out these flyers and hitting all these car shows and going to get all the auto part stores, the body shops, and just passing all these flyers. Yeah, we'd see an old car parked on the road. We'd drive by, throw a flyer in their window, you know, just to get them to come out, you know, and just putting the footwork in, you know, and it worked. Yeah, you know, it really worked. And a lot of what we focus like with the kids, you know, we have bounce house. We did a turkey drive last year. We gave away free turkeys and a toy drive for Christmas. So we want to, you know, like in August, we're doing a backpack school supply type of drive thing. And like I said, it's just like 10 of us. You know, we don't bring in no money from nobody else. It's just Hood Dreamz that are putting all the money together, and we're putting that in for the thing in August. You know, and I want to really show the community. You know, we plan on having some picnics this year, renting out the Riverside pool for the kids and.
I love it.
Yeah, stuff like that. A lot of stuff for the community.
You can go ahead and grab your mic and just pull. You can even move the bar down a little bit if you'd like to. There we go. But yeah, so I guess if you were, you know, if somebody lives in Houston, you can expect them to have a Cadillac with 84s on it, right? Yeah, and if you live in Oakland, you can expect somebody to have, let's say, Park Avenue with 24s on it, right? Mm-hmm. What would you say is like the Sioux City car that you could expect? And if there isn't one, what would your ideal car for Sioux City's car scene to be behind?
Like what it is or what I would choose?
If
It
there
depends
is
what
one.
neighborhood you're in, to be honest with you. I mean, you got, you know, a Caprice. As hard as it is for me to say that, but yeah, because I'm not the Caprice guy. My friend is, but probably a Caprice. I think there's a lot of people that have them. I think the diversity with Caprices are big wheels. I had one with like 13-inch, 14-inch wheels on it, and we ran into guys having muscle cars that have had them since, you know, 85, and they're all souped up, you know, big motors and stuff. But I think the Caprice, I think that's the most where any generation could drive a Caprice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose like if you get in the right neighborhood, you're going to run into, like if you're in a neighborhood with a lot more Mexican people in it, you're going to get more like early 60s Chevys. And,
yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Slam trucks and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we got a Carla that's in our car club. She got a 63 Impala on some 13s and it has air ride on it.
Is it this the one that's always parked out down in front of Oasis Audio or Audio Oasis, whatever that is?
That's Ozzy. He's a good friend of ours too. That's a 6'4", I believe.
It's clean.
Yeah, the black one. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it's definitely nice. Yeah, he's a big part of it too. He's been with us since we came up with the idea.
Okay.
He was more than willing to whatever we needed. If we needed money or advice or rims or whatever it was, he's always been there no matter what. Pick up the phone any time of day, any time of night. He'd go there anytime. I
like it. What's sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. But so is car clubs like motorcycle clubs where you guys might like go out and just, you know, get into a gunfight on the weekend, or is that not something the car clubs do as much?
No, not really. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, see, because when we came up with this,
don't incriminate yourself here, by the way.
Yeah. We don't put ourselves out like that. You know, a lot of people look at the word Hood Dreamz as that. Mm-hmm. You know, that what reflects it to it.
Yeah, you put a Z in something, it's gangster.
Right. And so, you know, we're not that. Basically, it's just a bunch of guys that grew up poor. That's really what it was. You know, I mean, just we all grew up poor. We never, you know, with single mothers and stuff like that. And now we have actually finally been able to live our dream of having nice cars and doing stuff for people and helping people. And, you know, that's where it comes from, you know. Not to say we're from the hood, but that's basically from the bottom to now. Yeah. It's just a big jump in everybody's lives.
A turn of phrase, like if you're hood rich, you're not technically from the hood.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
You could be in any trailer park in America and be hood rich.
Right. But yeah, as I mean, to answer your question, no, we don't do that.
There's
you know,
not like
I mean, there it's out there. I mean, I see it, you know, from the car shows we went to.
Yeah.
There's definitely some people you don't want to, you know, mess with, you know. I've seen it, but I mean, no, we just keep it all positive, you know, and that's what it is, you know, and we went through a lot of ups and downs in the last year, you know, and it really, you know, a lot of hurdles we've crossed to get to where we're at.
Right.
And it's like people see that and they think that, but I mean, you know, we like there's a guy named Brandon Steffi. I don't know if you know him. He's an insurance guy in town, and he just got on with us, and he's opening a lot of doors for us to get, you know, places where we need to be, and you know, putting a lot of, you know, attention with us. And
I thought you were gonna say that he like bought like a slab or something. That you got an insurance agent now.
No, I think he drives a Corvette Zeo something.
Zeo 6.
Yeah, Zeo 6. There you go.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's I mean, every once in a while you got to get yourself a banker or somebody who can, you know, pull out a Maserati if you need one, if you really need to go hard at a car show.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. He's pretty good shit. He's a good dude.
Right. And I've always loved, I guess, car culture. You know, I'm one of those dudes who I can tell you years, bodies, styles, all that kind of shit. But I can't tell you what engine a car has in it off the top of my head. I'm not a mechanical wizard.
That's like the same with me. My friend Jeremiah is the mechanic. That motor, training, brakes, he's the man on that. I just buy them. I don't know shit about them.
Exactly. But
I just call him when I need something.
The fun thing about cars though is that like you can, you know, give me a price point over like $5,000, right? And I'll be able to tell you like how to get a really dope car for $5,000 where, you know, your average person goes to the car lot and is like, oh, I can get a sensible 2010 Camry with less than 100,000 miles on it. I'm so stoked about this.
Right.
Where it's like, wait, don't you want to turn some heads with that thing?
That's
like,
right.
Forget about it. You don't spend $10,000 on that. I got a Cadillac. I'll sell you for $5,000. Then we'll put 20s on it. You know, it's like,
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely get that. It's you got to have it in you to have, you know, I mean, like you said, I can name all the cars in the world. You know, I know what I like. I know what my friends like. But as far as it comes to the components of it, I mean, I can do what I do, but you know, I got a friend that can do most of that. He's the man on that. But
yeah, it's all fun, you know, and it's like, and then being able to get into whatever you want to be into is pretty cool as well, you know, like and I really love the geography. I'm a rap music fan, so like I think that's probably what got me into cars in the first place. Is, you know, when you're growing up in Iowa, you got to be Googling like, okay, they're saying lax and priest. What the hell is a lax and a priest? You know,
I didn't even know what a slab was till Slim Thug said it.
Yeah, right. That's South Park Mexican is where I got the slab from.
Yeah, my cousin, his name is Johnny Mars. We're doing a photo shoot with him here in a couple hours.
The rapper?
Yeah, we're doing a photo shoot, and then we've been talking about putting on a concert or something with some local artists in Riverside Park and doing something like that, and then renting out the pool for the whole day, you know, for the kids to go. Then that way the parents can come enjoy the show, and you know, everybody bring out their cars to go, like, you know, kind of do something like that, but don't charge nothing. You know what I mean? Like, like no charge. Come out, just do it for the community. Bring the kids out, swim all you want. You know. But yeah, we've been thinking about doing something like that to start supporting the local music scene. And stuff like that, but we got a lot of ideas for this.
Yeah, a lot of irons in the fire. That's how it always is, right? It's you got a million good ideas and only time to execute 10 of them.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know we've been talking about having a super show. You know that's we're gonna announce that here later on, but I want to do like a big super show because there's nothing here. There's nothing. Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota. There's nothing here. Minnesota. There's just absolutely nothing here. You either got to go down south, Colorado, Chicago. There's just nothing in the major Midwest of a big show.
What are we talking about for a super show? How many cars are going to turn up at a super show?
1,000. That would be what I would want because I was in the expo center the other day and I passed it along to a couple people about doing an inside outside show. You know, and just having everything. I mean, just absolutely everything. And I'm looking at it, trying to put it together, but I mean, we're gonna go see what happens at this April show to see what the turnout. Because I want to have like hydraulic contests, I want to have base contests, I want to have burnout contest, a burnout pit, you know, just everything. I mean, just bring it all to Sioux City.
Are people still putting hydraulics in their cars, or is it kind of gone their way of air ride?
There's a couple in Sioux City.
Okay.
I was gonna put hydraulics on my car, but I didn't want to. I think I'm gonna go with bags. Yeah, I would rather buy a car that has hydraulics on it than ruin my own car. Yeah, because I mean to me it's nice, but at the same time it's a lot of maintenance. Yeah, a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, a lot of maintenance on bags too. Really.
Right.
Yeah,
and I mean,
especially in this climate. Yeah, that's the problem with Sioux City.
Exactly, freezing up and stuff like that. But I know me, you know, I like to show my ass. So if somebody pulls up, I'll be bouncing the shit out of that thing, you know. And blow it up. Then there's $5,000. You know, it's like. Yeah,
and you'll probably every time you stop at a gas station or something, slam it.
Oh, you have to. Yeah. You know, you automatically.
What's the point if you don't?
Rule. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I like. Last year, actually about this time last year, which if you remember was coronavirus time, right. I literally had the money sitting in my account about to pull the trigger on 2013 CTS wagon and was going to bag it and be able to slam it. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah, because, you know, I got a CTS right now, but with camera equipment, it's so hard to fit all the gear I need inside of the car, and then you use the trunk and all that. But if I had the wagon, then I could just everything across, and the wagons are, you know, nobody's got one.
Yeah, I just bought a wagon from my buddy the other day. Damn 85 Caprice wagon, and then my other buddy has one too up on a Suburban frame. Yeah. So it's all different, but it's all cool shit. You know, I mean, it's like this one's got chameleon paint. You know, it's on 26s too, but it's pretty dope. I like it.
Okay. Chameleon paint, that's fancy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm describing it nice. It needs a lot of work, but it's cool. But
I saw somebody with like an Audi. What are their SUVs? Q series, the Q SUVs. Yeah, with like 28s or 30s, maybe. You know, I saw it from across the road and all that, and it was pink going down the street the other day.
Oh, really?
It was clean. Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
And then there was like some orange box right behind it. You know,
orange box. Oh yeah,
with like Orange paint and orange rims.
That's our buddy's car, Oscar.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know who would be in the SUV though. Maybe he got a girlfriend. I don't know.
That was a dude driving because at first I was like, oh, a girl's really going hard in this SUV.
Right.
But no, some dude with
I
pink
haven't
car.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just like my buddy he got that. We went all the way up North Dakota with the car. We found it, and it was just like back to what I was saying about the camaraderie. You know what I mean? He called. I said, let's go. Right away. We just jumped in the car and went.
We're at North Dakota.
Man, where was it? It was like 20 minutes from Fargo.
Yeah, that's there's 3 cities in North Dakota. There's right. Grand Forks, Billings, or Fargo.
Yeah.
Or not Billings, but Grand Forks, Fargo, or Bismarck. Yeah. There you go. Then Minot's just like an Air Force base.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time last year, actually, we went down and he got a Monte Carlo, an 85 Monte Carlo. We drove to St. Louis drove straight through, get that fucker and brought it back.
An 85, yeah. Yeah, that's a 80s are kind of rough for cars for the most part, but the Monte Carlos.
Yeah, Monte Carlos.
Grand Nationals,
yeah. Grand Nationals. There's a dude up, what's his name, Edgar? There's a dude, Edgar, that's got a Grand National. That thing's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think super sick.
Those are the 80s. When somebody's got a really nice 80s, that's what gets a lot of respect from me because everybody kept their 69s nice. Everybody kept their early 70s nice, but 80s for the longest time were just
throwaway cars.
Yeah, they were just trash cars.
Yeah, they were like Kias of today. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. And there was because they had the Cruise the Loop last year a couple times.
Okay.
And we went up there and I didn't realize how many people had 80s Jeep bodies.
Yeah.
I mean I talked to a couple that's had a 79 Cutlass since 79.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's unbelievably mint. I think it's just, and that's another thing we've been talking about too, is bringing back the Cruise the Loop.
Yeah.
Just a weekly thing is go, say, Morningside, from that area down by the Tap on the Ave to Walgreens, and just turn around, or the East End and just get with them businesses on the Strip on a Sunday afternoon. Most of them are closed. Mm-hmm. And then just saying, hey, is it okay if we park here, meet up at the library, stuff like that. Just bring it back. I think that'd be pretty awesome to have that every week.
That you guys don't want to see it when my grandma pulls out in her 69 Firebird, shut down the whole show.
Firebirds are dope.
Yeah.
Firebirds definitely are dope.
It's clean. I'll tell you the one that I don't understand is this is a controversial take for people who are into cars, but 90s Fox body Mustangs, I don't get it. Who is this out here? In what world is that 94 Mustang cool?
The only Mustangs I like we both is from Menace to Society. When he had them Daytons on there, that was dope. That was super cool. But I don't. You got to be a weird person to have one of those.
I guess I assume for drag racing, that's where
see if you're going
fit a lot of
route,
engine in.
Yeah, you're going that route. But racing's that's a whole different. I can't do speed. That's too much money for me. They spend crazy bread on it.
I don't have the self-preservation instincts necessary to be driving that fast. Yeah, I'd be in a wall in a week.
Right.
Yeah. Same reason I don't have a motorcycle.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. You won't see me on a motorcycle, moped, nothing.
Yeah.
A hoverboard.
Yeah. So I guess what's since you guys are still so early in it. Mm-hmm. What do you see as the future as far as, growing as a car club? Does it evolve into new things? Does it, do you guys start going in a different route with cars or what are your thoughts on it, I guess, right now, or is it just have fun?
Well, I think a lot of it's have fun. A lot of it's, because every day this week, when it first hit 65, because I have a shop downtown behind the old Mac Bears, and when I have all of our cars there, and we just started pulling them down the same day. We was out riding the next day. But I think the future of Hood Dreamz would be to be one of the best well-known car clubs in Sioux City. That Hood Dreamz put a footprint into Sioux City with the community to help the community and and then camaraderie, the friends and turn into family. I got friends now that are my family that I wasn't even friends with 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And it's that's what I would want to be, if it was to be, if it ended in 2025, whatever. If I wanted to be remembered, that's what I would want to be remembered. This is Josh Trayvon put this together out of nothing, out of $400, and look how big we built it.
Yeah.
And how many people are taking notice of us and stuff like that. And just, I love doing stuff for the community.
Yeah.
That's our thing. I love it. Because we all, like I said, we all grew up single mothers poor, lights off, stove for heat. You know, we all did. And to be able to help people, you know, in that same situation is just a blessing.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it. It's just being able to is just an ultimate blessing to me.
Yeah. That's one of the dopest parts about living in Sioux City and being from here is that, you know, I was just looking at like demographics on Sioux City the other day, and like the median income in Sioux City is $30,000.
Right. Yeah. No.
And you know, so it's not a rare story for somebody to grow up struggling, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
But it's also, it provides so many opportunities. You know, it's, if you're willing to go work at Chop Hogs, like you can go make a middle class wage, right, for your family,
no, definitely,
right? Yeah. So even if you come from nothing, you can move it into something with just as easy as taking a job. It's not like a college degree or anything. It's just go get a job at Tyson or Seaboard or one of them. And then almost everybody I talk to from here, when they talk about like what they want to do and why they want to do it, they start mentioning like they want to be able to give back to everybody who grew up like they did, or they want to be able to turn around and do X, Y, and Z. And the amount of people who, like, you know, make that move in silence as well, to be able to, you know, give back and make sure, you know, I know people who like will make sure that all the kids in these different like, this preschool has 5 kids that show up without coats on. Right. You know, somebody will just go and buy coats for all them kids, and, you know, not say a word about it and things like that.
You don't have to have your camera out every time you do it. You know what I mean? And I agree.
And Sioux City is one of those places where you're not going to get like the clout. Everybody's going to go, hey, that's what you're expected to do. You know?
Exactly. And I completely agree. You know, I mean, when it comes to the community, it's very important to us. You know, it's helping people that we live, like, you know, how we lived. Yeah. You know, if you're a struggling mother, like 5 kids, believe me, I know I've been there. You know what I mean? I know how it is to not eat, to not pay no bills. And I put it out there to everybody we know, you know, hey, if you need help, get a hold of us. Yeah. You need coats, whatever it is, you know, we'll make it happen, you know, no matter what it is. You know, I mean, it may just be a Walmart coat, but it's something. Yeah. You know, and that's, because I love Sioux City and South Sioux. You know, I grew up in South Sioux, and these guys all, you know, everybody's from one way or another, everybody's from the west side of Sioux City. Lived there, grew up there, raised there, whatever it was.
Lived there.
Yeah, so that's everybody has. And I've met, like, I got friends that are millionaires that are from the west side. Yeah. I got friends that have nothing to their name from the west side. So it's such a diverse part of the town where it don't get a lot of attention. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you see all these housing projects, a whole other subject. But,
who gives a damn about Morningside? That's what I always say.
That's where I live.
What? Okay, why are we, sorry, but why are we going to act like Morningside's not just as much of the hood as Westside is?
I'm telling you, tell my friends that, because they, God's country or something like that.
Oh, my God. That's you know, I live on the west side, and like, there's been 2 people arrested in my yard in the last couple of years. There's been... you know, you got the occasional meth head trying to start a fight at 7 a.m., that type of shit in my front yard.
Going on West 7th.
Yeah. Then my business is on West 7th, you know, so it's a nothing but West Side interactions that I have. But half the things I hear on the news that are about Morningside, I'm like, oh, okay, so Morningside's doing the same shit.
No shit.
Everybody wants to act like Morningside is Beverly Hills, but no.
You're right.
No. Whispering Creek maybe, but.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it, you know, but like I say, my heart lies with the west side of Sioux City. You know, it will and always will. You know, and that goes with the rest of my friends and people that are in my car club. You know, it's I like help. You know, we just all like helping people. You know, it was just, you know, and you know, we all don't have a lot of money. Yeah. You know, we don't, you know, nothing like that. But we're blessed enough to be able to say, hey, all right, let's throw in 100 each. Yeah. Well, when there's 10 of you, that $1,000 goes far. You know what I mean? And I mean, it reaches very far.
And you guys strike me as like a blue collar, you know, working class, but like, you know, doing comfortable middle or comfortable working class, I guess.
Yeah. You know, I don't need to be a millionaire with what I got. You know, I mean, it's just, and I think all the people I put around me are the same way.
Oh, so you're probably like, I know how to be a millionaire. I just don't want to do that to be that, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, I got friends that are millionaires. I got friends that have a lot of money, you know, and I hang out with them, and I just come out and hang out with my other friends. It's all the same shit. Talk about the same shit, you know, do the same shit. It's all the same. You know what I mean? So it don't matter to me what you are, you know, or what it is, or how much money you have. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, you know, we did that turkey thing in, what was that, November? Is that when Thanksgiving? Yeah, November. And we all put in money.
Like Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
Did you guys open the back of the bread truck? And
Actually, I took my car trailer and put it all on there.
Yeah.
We didn't have a truck. And we got with the butcher shop down here.
Okay.
And they let us use their thing. And we said 11. And by the time we got there, there was probably 30 people in line.
Dude, I think that right across the street here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what the hell was going on, like with a bunch of cars lined up earlier in November about
Yeah, we all brought our cars out for, people to see and take, just check them out and stuff. And there was tons of people there.
Yeah.
And we didn't get no little turkeys. We got some big 10 to like 18-pound turkeys, and they were big.
Yeah.
And like my wife, she got a couple messages from people just like that we weren't eating nothing for Thanksgiving. That really helped us, and not that I was looking for that, but it's like I'm glad that went to people that actually
It's not what you're looking for, but it is nice to hear that it happened, that it made a difference, right?
Right. And we did see one person put one on swap trying to sell it. That was funny as shit.
But that person really needed $20 more than they needed Thanksgiving dinner, I guess.
Exactly. That was that meth that you were talking about the other night. So
that's for real. I was actually going on vacation once. I was up front checking my mail in front of the house, and some dude comes walking down the street, and it's like late October, and it's probably 40 degrees outside, and some dude out walking shirtless, like already in a fight with himself in his head. Right. And then he rolled up on me and, hey, fuck you looking at? I'm like, dude, I'm getting my mail. It's 7 a.m., man. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, I guess one last question that I have for you is, what do you think is the most slept on thing in Sioux City? And this is a segment I do with all my guests where, it's an opportunity for you to say something that you love that you don't think enough people know about. And usually, to give you a second to think, I'll go ahead and start with mine. I think that La Victoria, the Mexican meat market, small grocery store and restaurant on the corner of West 26th and Myrtle Street, is bomb food.
Yeah, by that school.
Right by Crescent Park, or what used to be Crescent Park, and then I was like Brian or something. But the Alpa store tacos and burritos from there are fire. I can't recommend it enough. And the family that owns it's great, and they take debit cards, so all winning. Yeah.
For me, I mean, I think we do a lot of with the West Third, the taco truck on West Third. I think we all go there. We all go take our cars there, park at Gusto's.
Taqueria Bueno Gusto or something like that. Yeah, Buen Gusto.
And he's super cool dude. Like, we went to him when we had our first car show and was like, look, we're green as a leaf. We don't know what we're doing, but if you want to come there, maybe you can make some money. And he cleaned up. He did real good.
Oh yeah, I'll slide through and get a burrito from there every once in a while.
He's my go-to spot. I mean, because I use the word neighborhood because that's what I kind of go with off about our car club, our car shows. I want to keep everything neighborhood, where it's like Gusto's, places like that, things on the west side, things that we have grown up, like the old Zamonics, like on Westport. We hang out there sometimes and just stuff like that. I think that place right there, which they got amazing food. Shrimp, man, their chips and salsa, boy. I mean, they have really hot salsa. Yeah, but it's good. It's really good.
I dig it.
Yeah, I like that place. I like it a lot.
All right, man. Really good. So April 25th is the car show.
Yep, April 25th, Tyson Center, 12 to 5. We do have a deal with the Hard Rock. We brought the Hard Rock in with us. They're giving deals on hotel rooms.
Oh, sick.
So you just have to call them to make your reservations. And they said we're able to use their parking lot, that big parking lot they built by the parking ramp. Sweet. And then we're going to be using the regular, because we're right across the street from the farmer's market. Where they had it right there. And then also we just got word that we're going to have a base competition also.
Sick.
So that's going to be pretty big. That's, we just sent off the rest of the final stuff for the flyers. They'll be out this week. And then, it should be a good time. It's like 12 to 5. And I really look forward to having it. And I hope a lot of people come out to it and, show up and have a good time. And, because we got a lot of local people, to do the, like, vendors and stuff like that, we've had a couple people get a hold of me from out of town, big suppliers of whatever it was, you know what I mean? And we already have people doing that at the car show.
Yeah.
Even though they were going to write a big check.
Yeah.
I kept it local.
Kept it local.
I always kept it local.
Stay out of here, Snap On. Keep your tool trucks in Omaha.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just, we had a guy call us, he's going to put a lot of money behind us. And I told him no. I said, I'd rather go with the guy that we already, talked to and we're already with and that has already supported us. And I said, just because our light's shining right now, you can't be, I'm not going to bring you in while it's shining. There's
been people here from the start, right?
Right.
Local, yeah.
Exactly, and that's the same food trucks, same people,
Speaking of which, if like there are any local vendors who are, maybe haven't heard about this and like would love to be involved, or can they still reach out?
Yeah, I mean, they won't be able to be on the flyer because that'll be done Tuesday or Wednesday. But we actually just about a week ago, we had a spot open up for another vendor, so. We have a barbecue and another place called Carlos Creations, and then the barbecue is the Kenny's Grub on the Go, and then I'd be more than willing to take another one on, and we can always take more vendors. I mean, that's fine, as long as it don't, as long as it don't go against the other people with others they're already selling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, then that's fine. I mean,
sick. So coffee, burritos, all that. You still got openings for them? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, most definitely. Just give me a call or look us up on our Facebook at the Hood Dreamz Car Club. Just shoot me a message, and it should be a good time. We're expecting a really big turnout. I mean, the only thing I fear is rain. That's the only thing I fear.
Oh, don't even say those words, man. Don't put that out in the universe. Come on.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But other than that, I think it'd be a good time. I think. Plus we're getting bouncy houses. We just got we got a few bouncy houses, and I think I'm going to try to get a clown and face painting and just some stuff more for the kids because we've been so busy getting everything together.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot to go with get the entertainment part of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, we have a DJ Scribble's going to be on there. He's coming to play some good music, and we're doing a couple giveaways there. And I think one of our buddies is giving away a pair of rims. I think it's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty cool. And
I might have to come slide through, get some new rims for my car.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, it's a big thing for most of us in our lives. Finally, getting where we want to be, and just
it's the payoff now, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's finally get to sit back and watch it happen.
Well, sick. I'll be there. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you talking about everything you guys are doing, and
definitely.
If you don't have anything else,
just come out, have a good time, and I want to get everybody together. That's what I want to try to do. I know there's guys that have cars in the garage. They haven't took it out for like 20 years.
Yeah,
bring them out.
Sounds good.
Come on. I think it'd be a real good time. I think, but I appreciate you having me on. I think it's a good opportunity for us to get some exposure for our show. So
you'll get some exposure from this for sure.
It'd be awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Well, until next time, this has been the Sioux City Show. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.